And then there was special team coverage on the wide field goal that could have been a little more costly, but Jimmy Cunningham had to make it all the way because it was the last play of the opening half. Kemp had success running early, needs to throw it deep, and there's Mitchell. Nice catch. Daryl Mitchell broke one tackle. Chance to score. Daryl Mitchell. Yes, touchdown, Toronto. 68 yards. Kemp paid for it. He got hammered. And what a great way to start the second half for the Argonauts.
Raphael Robinson tried to disguise the coverage. He tried to fool Jimmy Kemp, and he got caught. Look at him right here. Jimmy the Kemp drops back. He's going to go right down the middle. Look at Robinson gets caught up too tight. See him trying to disguise, and then he goes, uh-oh. Whoa, baby, I got to turn and run. I got to get on my horse now because that ball's going over my head, and you're right. Jimmy took a big hit. Mitchell adjusts to the football when Robinson was scrambling to get back.
Actually, he beat 3 BC Lions to make the catch and the run after it.
Jimmy the Kemp is like a superhero. Superhero if he can come back in this football game, and that's a good start. Raphael Robinson snuck up. Daryl Mitchell adjusted the ball when it was in the air, but Robinson really had no chance because he was scrambling to get back into position.
That's what they need from Daryl Mitchell, though, because somehow or other the Argos drive stalled. When they get an opportunity, they needed the big play by Mitchell after he made the catch to take it all the way.
Well, that's when you say, when you talk about your best players coming up big for you, that's a play. Look at Daryl Mitchell. He adjusts to the ball first of all and comes up with a catch. Then he makes a couple of guys miss and outruns Eric Carter. That's making the plays. That's your big-time players, your game breakers, not only catching the football like Daryl Mitchell does, but once he has it, making it into something bigger, and that's a touchdown. Huge play for Mitchell and the Argos to get back in this early.
Well, this is more of the Daryl Mitchell we saw in 97 and 98. In 97, he had 2,000 yards receiving. 98, 10 touchdowns, 1,457 yards. So Mitchell has his longest catch of the night and a touchdown for the Argonauts. Something to build on as the Argos climb within 8 points of the BC Lions. Jimmy Cunningham almost took it all the way the last time he had his hands on the ball. Here's a good return, and the Lions have great field position out near the 43.
John, Jimmy Cunningham with that missed field goal, he didn't score. Went 85 yards to end the half, right? That may be the one that gives him some confidence. And he has been struggling this year, no question about it. Jimmy Cunningham, his 4.5-yard punt return average, the worst in the top 15 returners. His 16.5 kickoff return average, worst in the top 20 kickoff returners in the CFL. He has struggled, but that one long run may have given him the confidence.
And Cunningham appears to be winded or shaken up. So he's on the sidelines for the first BC offensive drive. Nice play action fake, Damon Allen. And that was a little miscue between quarterback and receiver. Alfred Jackson was going to the center of the field. Damon Allen was looking to the out.
Early in the game, I mentioned that Allen wanted to watch game film together with the receivers and the running backs. And the reason is because of plays like that. And that's what he was talking about. Too many plays are the receivers thinking of something different than I am thinking about. And that's exactly what Alfred Jackson did. He ran the post into the middle. Damon Allen threw it to the outside, to the sideline, on what's called a corner pattern. Just miscommunication, not being on the same page.
2nd and 10. Allen shotgun. Jackson the catch, and enough for the first down by about a half a yard.
Argos went with the safety blitz, and this time Alfred Jackson adjusts properly. I believe he had a long, deep pattern called in the huddle, but when he saw the blitz, he broke it off. He had a deep one, but he saw the blitz and just turned it out right there. The blitz is coming. Brad Elberg, number 3 from the safety position. Now see, he sees it. He goes, okay, I'm going to turn it out here, go down, pick one off the turf, and come up with a big catch.
Lions right on midfield at the 55. Sean Millington at his steam, tough to bring down. He runs over guys. Houston got him from behind, 23 yards. for Sean Millington.
You know, and now this defense for the Argos look like it's struggling a little bit. Damon Allen, this could be worse score in the first half. Had a couple guys deep. Had a couple guys running the football well. This is a defense that has not played near as well as they played a year ago in Toronto. And, you know, John Heward basically pulled apart that defense at the beginning of the year when he took over. And they're not playing as well as they did last year.
Robert Drummond for a little bit. Millington has 5 carries, 55 yards so far tonight. A couple of long runs.